Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be discussing what I thought of the very fun, very good new superhero film that has graced the big screen starting tonight, Supergirl from Warner Brothers and DC. And what a fun movie it was. Now, before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, if you haven't seen Supergirl yet and you plan to watch it opening weekend soon, in a few days, don't keep watching or listening to this review, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot specifics, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, Momoa was amazing. He was probably my favorite part of the movie, probably because I've always enjoyed the character Lobo, especially since when we first got introduced to him. Oh, the small screen, back in the day on Superman the Animated Series. Fantastic character. And when they said Momoa would be playing him, it was a bittersweet announcement to me, because I was like, oh shoot, no more Aquaman. But then I thought, hey, Momoa as Lobo? Hell yeah. And oh my god, he was phenomenal. A small but important role in the film. Definitely my favorite part of the movie, and I will definitely be seeing it again specifically for him. But I did enjoy the movie overall as a whole. Millie Alcock was great. The girl who played Ruthie was great. The villain was nasty as hell. I gotta say, hats off to the writer for coming up with such a gruesome villain for Supergirl and her allies to go up against, because these guys were basically space pirates who were also traffickers and rapists, kidnapping young women and then making them breeders for their race of all men. Yuck. So great, gruesome, nasty villains, and it was real satisfying to watch Supergirl stick that sword through his chest and into his neck at the end of the film for Ruthie and for Krypto, of course. I like how this was very similar to the first John Wick film, where you hurt the main character's dog and they go ape shit on you for revenge. And to save the dog, of course, which was also great. Fun movie, exciting action sequences. I loved how much Ruthie and Supergirl were a lot alike in terms of personal past tragedies and not allowing their past to mold them into who they are now. Or at least Supergirl, it's kind of late for her, but she was able to save Ruthie, so to speak, from becoming, a more hardened, unpleasant version of herself like Supergirl currently is. However, I feel like Supergirl is already strong enough, both emotionally and physically, where yes, she has a painful past, but it's understandable why she turned out the way she did, why she's so jaded and drinks all the time. I'm not saying it's the right answer or a good coping mechanism, but it is understandable. Through those flashbacks we saw on Krypton, on Earth with Superman, it's understandable why she turned out the way she did, especially when she was born 8 years after Krypton was mostly destroyed, and then their race began dying due to kryptonite poisoning, and her father sending her away to Earth after her mother died. I was like, damn, no wonder she's as jaded and as messed up as she is. But you know what? They teased and said she was going to be a messy character when we first met her, and this movie definitely delivered on that promise. And now, by the time it ended, she turned out stronger, a better person, a sort of a guardian or a big sister to Ruthie. Krypto was okay in the end. Lobo went on his merry way. I love how he came back to watch her kill Krem, because he wanted some payback too for them taking his Warhog, his motorcycle. And I liked how he wanted to help Ruthie get vengeance as well too, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, it was definitely a fun movie, and I could see why the comparisons were made to Mad Max and Guardians of the Galaxy, both great films. And I understand why they made those comparisons, but it didn't take away from the movie for me. It was very entertaining, very engaging, pretty damn funny at moments, and also pretty damn heartfelt at moments too. So it was a good combination, a healthy balance of action, emotion, humor, and excitement. All the things you want in a good, decent superhero film, and I feel like that's what we got from this movie. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. What did you think of it? Did you have any favorite parts? Did you love Momoa as Lobo as much as I did? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Supergirl is now playing in theaters. Have a great night, everyone, and a wonderful weekend if I don't see you. And of course, until next time, may the force be with you.